In America and in the modern world generally, we tend to automatically go from the current experience or from the particularly American experience to all experience. And we have a very distorted view of a lot of things for that reason. One area that has been badly distorted is the whole question of enslavement. We tend to think of slavery as something that white people did to black people. In America, slavery was something that white people did to black people. It was. But throughout most of history and prehistory, slavery is believed to have gone back to prehistory. Before people could read or write, white people enslaved white people. Black people enslaved black people. Asian people enslaved Asian people. Native American people enslaved Native American people. People in Polynesia enslaved people in Polynesia. Now, we don't know about pre-colonial Australia. Maybe slavery didn't exist there. And again, maybe it did. We just don't know. But there is no necessary connection between race or racism and slavery. But I think we have that in our minds. Now, I don't believe this idea that there were Irish slaves in America, because in America it was true, it was race-based. There were a lot of indentured servants of other, who are white, who came over here. Indentured servitude was pretty bad, but it wasn't supposed to last for life, although often it did, and wasn't all that different from slavery. It was supposed to end after so many years. But of course, the master or mistress could could say that person did something wrong and they have to be re-indentured. And that did occur. But anyway, my basic point is that we need to take a global look at things. Okay, there is still slavery today, even though it's not legal. And it's also not race-based. It's the enslaved and the enslavers, could be black people and white slaves, usually white people and white slaves. There's still human trafficking as a form of slavery. And my main point, of course, is that we need to take a global look at things and realize that an institution like slavery is not specifically race-based in most cases and is not necessarily related to racism. Okay, in fact, it is entirely possible that slavery, when it was first instituted, which was probably before people could read or write, was a mark of progress. Progress? What did I just say? Some anthropologists speculate that the practice had been to just kill and murder prisoners of war. And then they thought, well, why don't we take these prisoners of war and get some good out of them? And that might be how slavery originated, was by allowing prisoners of war to live and become slaves. Anyway, we don't know. There's a lot of things we don't know. Hope you liked hearing that.